Hey yo, what you like telling me, man? Hope you're all good. So today's video is going to be a bit interesting, so it's split into two parts essentially. So the first part, I'm going to be explaining why I read, journal and meditate and stuff like that, because I did say in a previous video that I was going to speak about it. So here I am speaking about it today. But yeah, so that's going to be the first part of the video, and then the second part of the video is going to be a push day, or the second push day of the week with me and Sam, and I'll just explain what we do and why we do it and stuff like that. So yeah, today's more of an informative video for you lot. But yeah, so without any further ado, let's get into it, man. Alright, cool. So starting off with why I read. So I think it's pretty self-explanatory, to be fair. Like, realistically, I'm gonna get knowledge from reading, and the type of books that I'm reading, especially, they're like self-development books, self-help books and stuff like that. So along the lines of high performance habits and I don't know, atomic habits, as well as just a bunch of stuff. They'll be on the screen right now, the kind of books that I've read. But I just feel that, like, realistically, I have mad ambitions in life. As I said in the last video, I want to earn like $1 million, stuff like that. So if I'm not like learning from the people that have done that and been successful in that kind of field, then how am I gonna get there essentially? Like, if I need to see their journey to be like, okay, so these are the steps that I need to take and stuff like that. These are the things that I need to start doing and stuff like that in order to be successful. So I'm gonna start learning from them. So essentially, that's why I read books as well. Obviously, it's a bit of a pastime, and I do it before bed as well, which allows me to just like my eyes to just relax in terms of not looking at screens and being awake all night, because I can't go to sleep and stuff like that. But yeah, so essentially, that is why I read. Okay, so moving on, you got journaling. Now, journaling for me personally, just a way to help me just keep track of things in terms of progress and being grateful and stuff like that. So journaling, the way that I journal anyway, is in the morning, I will write 3 things that I'm grateful for every single day, and it just helps me to essentially be appreciative of those kind of things. So it literally be anything. Like, I don't know, for example, you like watching this, I'm grateful for you like watching this, isn't it? Because, like, that's kind of cool. But yeah, so that's just an example. But yeah, I also do a 3-6-9 method, which was given to me by Holly Jade, so shout out to you. And basically that just entails that I write 3 things in the morning, literally a line each. So it would be 3 lines, 6 lines, and then 9 lines at the end of the day. And it would literally just be the same thing over and over and over again. So it would be like, for me personally, it would be like things like, I'm committed, I'm dedicated and stuff like that. And I just keep on reminding myself of that. And that just like constant reminder of you having to do that just helps me just remember, essentially. Like, it is literally just one of them. I don't know why it helps, but it works. So yeah. And also at the end of the day, I do a self-analysis. So I have like 5 things, like 5 like factors that I have to like rate myself on. So it would be like, I don't know, how disciplined am I? How did I interact? How was my diet? Stuff like that. And I rate myself from 1 to 10. And then at the end of the week, I go back, I add up all the scores for every single day of that week. And then whatever the lowest score was, I'll aim to improve that. So hopefully I can get 10, 10, 10. All across the board. So yeah, that's how I journal, and that's why I journal essentially. Okay, so cool. The third and final thing that I picked up over lockdown was meditation. Now, I will admit that I don't necessarily do as much meditation now as I did before, if any, to be fair. But I do want to get back into it, but I'll explain why in a sec. So there was 2 forms of meditation that I was doing. I was doing mindfulness meditation and visualization meditation. So mindfulness meditation just helps me keep present in the moment, or that's like essentially the benefits and stuff like that. Helps keep present, helps just relaxes the brain and stuff like that. If you have a thing that you can't necessarily process properly, then it helps to process it and stuff like that. But yeah, for me personally, I will say that form of meditation isn't as effective, because I'm not like necessarily an anxious kind of person. It doesn't take me long to process things. Like for me, I live by it is what it is. So yeah, that's why I kind of stopped that meditation. But visualization meditation is something that I do want to get back into, and that is basically just in the mornings, for me personally anyway. I do it in the morning. I literally just wake up and like sit there for about 10-20 minutes, earphones in, and just visualize where I want to be in like the future and stuff like that. So if I constantly visualize how I want to be, I'm more likely to act in accordance to in accordance to that way, and then hopefully I'll get there in the future. But yeah, if you can visualize yourself doing something, once you're there, you'll be you'll essentially kind of, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know. But yeah, I know there's more benefits to meditation and stuff like that. I know a little bit, but I don't know too much because I haven't been doing it for the longest time. So yeah, I'd say like watch this video if you want to like learn more about it and stuff like that. But yeah, alright, cool. So with that being said, that is the end of this segment. Now we go on to the chest segment, and I'll just explain what we do and why we do it and stuff like that. So yeah, bang. Okay, so starting off, since it's the second push day of the week, we are starting with shoulders, since it's a more shoulder focused workout. And as you can see, we're just doing a bit of side lateral raises, and yeah, just to get the blood to the muscle and get the muscle moving. Alright, so for the next exercise, you've got seated hammer strength press. Now for this, we're just keeping it nice and simple, 4 sets, 12 reps, and yeah, making sure the motion is nice and controlled, and getting full range of motion as well. Okay, so cool. This next exercise is for anterior deltoids. That's where we're targeting. So we're doing front raises for that. And all we're doing is alternating between each arm and making sure that we keep it nice and controlled. For this, we did 4 sets of 15 reps each. For the fourth and final exercise, what we decided to do was to split it up slightly. So for the first 3 sets, we were going to do just 12 reps, nice and controlled, as you can see. And then after that, we moved on to something slightly different. Okay, so basically what we did for the 4th set was we did the standard 12 on that same weight, and then we drop setted it so I think it was 39 kg, and then just repped out as many as we could, trying to keep it nice and controlled still. But then it got to a point where you couldn't do full reps, so you started to do partial reps, and yeah, just to fully burn out the muscle and absolutely dead off the shoulders completely. And yeah, we tried to do an isometric hold at the end, and then the negative, but I forgot the negative, Sam didn't, but yeah. Alright, so moving on, now we're doing chest, and as you can see, we're starting off with some chest flyers. So basically what you want to do is keep your head back for this, make sure you're pushing through your palms and keep your arms as straight as possible. Now this is to make sure you don't engage the biceps or the anterior deltoids, and yeah, we're just focusing on moving all the blood from the shoulders to the chest. Alright, so moving on, you've got the seated hammer strength chest press. Now for this, since it's a machine that starts out wide and comes in close, you are working the outside of your pecs, and then eventually at the top of the contraction, you're working the inside. So it's just an all-round good machine, to be fair. And yeah, again, we're doing 12 reps of 4 sets on this. Alright, so I think it's evident that we like flying because again, we're on a flying machine.
either way, yeah, this was basically to open back up the chest. And yeah, so we did 4 sets, 12 reps of this. We did do a drop set for the last one, but I didn't record that, unfortunately. But yeah. Okay, so for the last 2 exercises, we're doing some triceps. So as you can see, we're doing some tricep extensions on cables. And yeah, we're just trying to keep it nice, slow and controlled. Try not to engage our rear delts to help us, and keep it very isolated. Okay, so for the final exercise of the session, we are doing some cable French press. And yeah, as you can see, 12 reps again, 4 sets. It's very controlled. Or as controlled as we can get at this point, because we're completely done out. But yeah.
So Tuesday, I don't know what the hell's happening with my hair, but also I forgot to film my outro segment for this video, so here it is. So if you did enjoy the video, then tell me in the comment section below. Drop a like and a sub if you're down there as well. But yeah, man, I'll see you in the next one. Bow!